Tikulandireni pano pakanema wa Parliament lero lolemba pa 10 November 2025 ndipo dzina langa ndi Fani Mbwana. Tikupitiriza kukupasirani tsatanetsatane wa zokambirana za phungu zoyamba mu mkumano wa namba 52 za nyumba ya malamulo. Ndondomeko yoyendesera zokambirana za phungu mnyumba ya malamulo ikuonetsa kuti kumbali ya boma maunduna atatu apereka malipoti mnyumbayi, ndipo malipotiwa ndi unduna woona za ulimi ndi chitukuko cha madzi, unduna woona za maboma ang'ono ndi chitukuko cha m'midzi, komanso unduna woona za chilengedwe, mphamvu ndi migodi. Tikuyembekezanso kuti aphungu apitiriza kuyikirapo ndemanga pa uthenga omwe mtsogoleri wa dziko lino Profesa Arthur Peter Mutharika adapereka mnyumbayi lachisanu pa 31 October 2025 pamene amatsegulira mkumanowu. You are watching Parliament Television, and we continue with our live broadcast of the first meeting in the 52nd session of Parliament. Today is Monday, 10th November 2025. According to the order paper, 3 ministries are expected to present their statements. These ministries are Ministry of Agriculture, Irrigation and Water Development, Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, and Ministry of Natural Resources, Energy and Mining. The House is also expected to continue with the general debate on the President's address, which was graciously delivered by His Excellency the President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, on 31st October 2025. We now cross over to the chamber as today's deliberations are about to commence. I'm Fanny Mbwana. Stay tuned.
Honorable members, Mr. Speaker. Machine. Mwini wake parliament.
Let us pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness has appointed the office of the rulers and parliaments for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we ask you to behold with your abundant favor us, your servants, whom you have pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this land. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country and of those whose interests you have committed to our charge. Amen.
General business, communication from the chair.
Honourable members, I have no communication as of now. Thank you. Honourable Leader, were you standing?
Right Honourable Speaker, I think I've jumped the gun, so let me allow the table clerks to do the job.
Government business, ministerial statement. The Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Irrigation and Water Development to present a statement on the progress of maize distribution, farm input subsidy, and mega farms program.
Thank you. Honorable Minister of Agriculture, are you ready? Thank you. Madam Speaker, Minister of Agriculture, you may take to the table.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to present the paper standing on my name under item 3A, I of the order paper. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to begin my presentation by expressing profound gratitude to His Excellency, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, President of the Republic of Malawi, for the confidence that he has placed in me by appointing me to serve as Minister of Agriculture, Irrigation, and Water Development. I am deeply honored by this trust and remain committed to discharging my duties with diligence, integrity, and dedication to national service. Mr. Speaker, sir, I also wish to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the people of Mangochi Central constituency for according me the privilege of representing them in this august House. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to congratulate you for your appointment as head of this august House. In the same vein, I congratulate our leader of the House, leader of opposition, all the whips for their appointments. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise before this honorable House to provide an update on the status of the Farm Input Subsidy Program, FISP, for the 2025-26 farming season, maize distribution, and the Mega Farms Program. This statement is presented in the spirit of transparency and accountability, and to clearly outline government's position and strategic direction as we prepare for the onset of the rainy season, a critical period for ensuring national food security. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'll start with the Farm Input Subsidy Program, FISP. Mr. Speaker, sir, our objective as a government and as a ministry is very clear, and that is to recover lost time in program implementation and ensure that all targeted farming households access their inputs in good time before the rains. Mr. Speaker, sir, the budget approved by the previous government in March 2025 amounted to 111.45 billion. This included 102 billion for fertilizer, 4 billion for seed, and 0.45 billion for livestock, and 5 billion for operational costs. This allocation, Mr. Speaker, sir, was only sufficient to support approximately 528,000 beneficiaries. However, in line with the current administration's unwavering commitment to achieving national food self-sufficiency, government, under the leadership of Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, increased the number of beneficiaries to 1.1 million. This includes 1,800 households that will receive support through God Person programs. The beneficiaries are being identified at village level by communities themselves. Naturally, this will require a corresponding increase in the program's budget. The Honorable Minister of Finance will provide further details on this adjustment in his immediate budget statement. Current stock position. Mr. Speaker, the program requires approximately 110,000 metric tons of fertilizer. These will be required and will be supplied through two channels: 50% by the Smallholder Farmers Fertilizer Revolving Fund of Malawi, and 50% by local private suppliers. Private suppliers are expected to deliver their consignments to SFFRFM regional warehouses for onward distribution to selling points nationwide. Mr. Speaker, sir, to date, SFRM has procured 54,528 metric tons of fertilizer, of which 31,321 metric tons has already been delivered into the country, while 18,000 metric tons is currently being transported from Zambia. In addition, private suppliers so far have delivered 11,406 metric tons, and they're expected to supply the rest of the fertilizer by end of November 2025. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me hasten to say that of the 31,321 metric tons, 12,369.58 metric tons was used by the previous government for what they called price stabilization, and this was done during the campaign period. And Mr. Speaker, sir, of these 31,321 metric tons, again, 5,193.55 metric tons was used by the unpopular NIF. Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to assure this House and the nation that this fertilizer will be recovered. This, therefore, means that we have 28,843.52 metric tons in warehouses supplied by both private suppliers and SFRM. Mr. Speaker, sir, we are closely monitoring the performance of all suppliers. They have been advised that contracts for non-performing suppliers will be terminated and reallocated to suppliers with proven capacity and existing stocks. Mr. Speaker, sir, the FISP program will commence in phases, starting with districts that receive early rainfall, such as Mchinji, Chitipa, parts of Zaranyama Forest in Lilongwe West, and several southern region districts. Hard-to-reach areas will also be prioritized to ensure equitable access. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm pleased to inform this august House and the public that President Professor Peter Mutharika has approved that the official launch of FISP should take place on Wednesday, the 12th of November, 2025, in Mchinji District. This will be done in Mchinji District in the area of Senior Chief Mavwere, one of the early rainfall areas. Mr. Speaker, sir, The DBB government will administer a genuine and not a network-based FISP with genuine fertilizer acquired from genuine suppliers and not butcheries. Mr. Speaker, sir, each beneficiary will receive one of the following packages: crop production package, 150 kg bag of NPK fertilizer, 150 kg bag of urea fertilizer, and a 5 kg pack of cereal of their choice. And that's cereal seed, Mr. Speaker, sir. Number 2, livestock package, 5 goats, 4 females, and 1 male, with a pass-on arrangement where offspring are transferred to other farmers. Mr. Speaker, sir, as His Excellency the President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, previously announced, each beneficiary will pay 10,000 kwacha per bag. A reflection of this administration's compassion and commitment to easing the burden on smallholder farmers. Beneficiaries will redeem inputs from 600 SFRM outlets nationwide. Additionally, mobile retail units will be deployed to reduce travel distances for farmers. Recognizing the need for adequate staffing, SFRM is in the process of recruiting additional sales clerks to support retail and mobile operations. Local transporters will also be used to ferry fertilizer to various distribution points. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to once again express my sincere appreciation to His Excellency the President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, for his compassionate decision to reduce the beneficiary contribution per fertilizer bag from 15,000 as planned by the previous government to 10,000 kwacha. This gesture is a demonstration of His Excellency's full understanding of the difficult circumstances facing our farmers following a poor harvest season. Mr. Speaker, sir, my ministry remains fully committed to ensuring the successful implementation of the FISP. I, therefore, call upon my honorable colleagues and all relevant stakeholders to render their support to this vital nationwide initiative. The success of FISP is the success of Malawi's food security. Let us all work together to ensure that our farmers receive their inputs in time and that our nation continues on the path towards agricultural resilience and prosperity. Mr. Speaker, sir, I now go to maize distribution. On maize distribution, let me inform this august House that the general public, let me take that again, Mr. Speaker, sir. Let me inform this House and the general public on the state of Malawi's food security and the government's effort to provide humanitarian assistance to food insecure households under the 2025-26 Lean Season Food Insecurity Response Program, which is being coordinated by the Department of Disaster Management Affairs, DODMA. Mr. Speaker, sir, the 2024-25 agricultural season was adversely affected by weak La Nina weather conditions and mismanagement of the mysterious AIP and the Mega Farms program. These conditions led to a decline in crop production across many parts of the country. Additional challenges, including 4 armyworm infestations and macroeconomic shocks such as inflation and rising commodity prices, further exacerbated food insecurity, particularly among vulnerable households. According to the 2025 Malawi Vulnerability Assessment Committee, MVAC, over 4 million people are projected to face food shortages during the 2025-26 consumption year, particularly between October 2025 and March 2026. Mr. Speaker, sir, in response, His Excellency, the State President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, declared a state of disaster in the affected councils and appealed for both local and international support. Consequently, the government, through DODMA, is providing food assistance to food insecure households across all 28 districts and 4 city councils. Assistance is being provided through 2 modalities: maize distribution and cash transfers. Resource mobilization. Government, through DODMA, in collaboration with humanitarian partners, developed the 2025-26 lean season food insecurity response plan. The plan prioritizes interventions in the following clusters: coordination, food security, nutrition, protection, and transport and logistics. The total financial requirement for the response plan is $209.4 billion. To date, $61.19 billion has been mobilized, leaving a gap of $148.2 billion. Within this, the food security cluster requires $168.82 billion, of which $46 billion has been secured from the government and development partners. Furthermore, the World Bank has funded us as a government with $45 million which will be used for maize purchase from Zambia. The mobilized resources have come from the government of Malawi, the World Bank, as I said, the UK government, USAID, Irish Aid, Germany, Norway, the Netherlands, Korea, China, WFP, and other partners. The total maize requirement, Mr. Speaker, sir, for the response period is estimated at 187,325 metric tons. Government, through the strategic grain reserves, has already allocated an initial 25,982.24 metric tons, which, together with partner support, was used to roll out the program in November 2025. Mr. Speaker, sir, government expresses sincere appreciation to all development partners, foreign governments, international financial institutions, NGOs, for their generous support. We continue to appeal for additional assistance to close the remaining resource gap. Progress on food assistance delivery. Mr. Speaker, sir, I had the honor of presiding over the launch of the 2025-26 Lean Season Food Distribution Program in traditional Authority Sitola, Machinga District on 1st November 2025. The program is being scaled up across most councils between mid-November and December 2025. We are ensuring the timely intervention to safeguard lives and livelihoods, particularly in hardest hit districts that were initially scheduled to start receiving support in January 2026. Thus far, the program has rolled out in Machinga and in Neno, and by end of this week, it will extend to Mwanza, Balaka, Salima, amongst others. Using maize and financial resources mobilized from the government and its partners, the first round of assistance, either maize or cash transfers, will reach all councils. Based on approved plans, DODMA is facilitating the delivery of food consignments to councils. DODMA aims to reach all food insecure populations in hard-to-reach areas before the onset and intensification of the rainy season. Hence, the decision to commence distribution early in some districts. Mr. Speaker, sir, government remains committed to ensuring fair, transparent targeting of beneficiaries and to promoting accountable implementation of the program. Members of the public are encouraged to report any grievances or malpractices to the relevant authorities. Furthermore, Mr. Speaker, sir, given the increasing frequency of extreme weather events and climate-related shocks, government intends to implement long-term interventions that will strengthen household and national food reserves, build resilience, and break the cycle of chronic insecurity. Mr. Speaker, sir, I now go to the Mega Farms program. Mr. Speaker, sir, in 2023, the government of Malawi reaffirmed its commitment to restructuring the agriculture sector by promoting large-scale production units, commonly referred to as mega farms. These farms were designed to serve as high-capacity production hubs and anchor farms, supporting surrounding farmers through integration with private sector players in both input supply and output markets. This initiative is fully aligned with the aspirations of the Malawi 2063 agenda, which envisions the establishment of mega farms as a vehicle for expanding national agricultural output, improving productivity, accelerating commercialization, and driving both urbanization and industrialization. Mr. Speaker, sir, during the 2023-24 farming season, the previous government, through the Ministry of Finance, allocated 20 billion kwacha to support the establishment and development of mega farms. To operationalize this, the Ministry of Agriculture established the Mega Farm Support Department to provide policy guidance and oversight, while the Malawi Agricultural and Industrial Investment Corporation, MIC, was appointed as the fund manager responsible for administering financial resources. Mr. Speaker, sir, I now narrate the performance of the Mega Farm program in 2023-24 and 2024-25 seasons. Mr. Speaker, sir, MIC received a total of 20 billion kwacha between January and February 2024. This was earmarked strictly for the provision of farm inputs to mega farms and not mega farms angono. Mr. Speaker, sir, during the first year of implementation, MIC disbursed 6.04 billion in seasonal loans to 171 farmers, enabling them to access inputs such as fertilizer, seed, and agrochemicals directly from approved suppliers. As a result, these farmers cultivated a combined total of 5,700 hectares of maize and collectively supplied 23,000 metric tons of maize to NFRA and ADMAC.
Honorable Minister, sorry to disturb you. Lilongwe Chirobwe, please wake up. Proceed, Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, sir, in addition to seasonal loans, capital expenditure loans amounting to 3.18 billion were extended to other value chains such as poultry farming, aquaculture, and the Demeter mega farm. Mr. Speaker, sir, out of the 6.04 billion kwacha that was disbursed in 2023-2024, we have 4 billion kwacha, just over 4 billion kwacha, which is yet to be collected from the farmers. Mr. Speaker, sir, during the 2024-25 farming season, mega farms did not receive additional budgetary allocation, but they had 14.8 billion as a balance from the previous year. It is sad, surprising to note, Mr. Speaker, sir, that besides the previous government knowing that the mega farms program had 14.8 billion to disperse to farmers, mega farmers, a total of 48.9 billion worth of farm inputs was disbursed to over 900 farmers against the 14.8 billion. Mr. Speaker, sir, during that year, the projected yield, that is the 2024-25 season, the projected yield was 220,000 metric tons of maize, enough to fill up our grain reserves, which require 217,000 metric tons. Out of the 47,627 hectares that was cultivated, about 44,000 hectares performed relatively well. However, it is again sad, Mr. Speaker, sir, to note that of the expected 220,000 metric tons, the estimated output for the 2024-25 season was now put at 88,000 metric tons. This was due to adverse weather conditions and grave mismanagement of the program by the previous government. Mr. Speaker, sir, to make matters worse, this 88,000 metric tons was supposed to be delivered to NFRA, ADMAC, and S-managed warehouses as per the mega farm agreements. However, it is very sad and disheartening, Mr. Speaker, sir, that as of October 2025, only 5,471 metric tons had been supplied. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is very disappointing. I'm actually running out of adjectives. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is very disappointing to note that most of the farmers who brought these 5,471 metric tons to NFRA sold this maize as private farmers, not as beneficiaries of mega farms. This meant that they got all the money and nothing was given to Mike. Mr. Speaker, sir, my ministry is keenly monitoring the situation as this money has to be paid by end of December 2025. Mr. Speaker, sir, I, therefore, urge, implore, and beg those who were involved to make sure that they pay back this money by end of December. Otherwise, Mr. Speaker, sir, they will face the law. Mr. Speaker, sir, as I pointed out, even those that benefited in the 2023-2024 season, up to today, they have not paid back those loans. And as I said, out of 6 billion, only 2 billion was paid back. Mr. Speaker, sir, the previous government did not, Mr. Speaker, sir, the previous government did not deliberately fund NFRA and ADMAC so that they can buy maize from the mega farmers, so that in turn they can hold on to the maize, halting maize purchases in early August 2025. What was cited was inadequate funding and price discrepancies, leading many farmers to withhold their produce. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is very obvious, and as I said, it is heartening to note that the previous government created hunger. Mr. Speaker, sir, tobacco farmers under the program achieved good harvests, but faced market disruptions, resulting in unsold produce and delayed loan repayments. Challenges, Mr. Speaker, sir. On paper, Mr. Speaker, sir, the Mega Farms program is a very well-designed program meant to greatly benefit Malawi in stopping hunger and ensuring sustainable food security and turn Malawi into an agricultural produce exporting nation. But, Mr. Speaker, sir, the program's implementation, planning, execution was constrained very badly by, one, the deliberate funding shortages and overissuance of redemption vouchers by the previous government. For example, only 11 billion was available in resources against the 48.9 billion in commitments. This has put Mike in a very difficult situation. Mr. Speaker, sir, the second constraint was late commencement. Farmer selection and field inspections was always concluded late, maybe because they were looking for mega farmers angono. This therefore delayed planting by the farmers. Mr. Speaker, sir, dry spells and fall armyworm infestation, which affected much of the central, eastern, and northern regions during the critical tasseling stage of maize, also affected the crop. Mr. Speaker, sir, there was a very bad, short of the right word, Mr. Speaker, sir, input diversion in the mega farm management. Some of the beneficiaries who were given inputs, Mr. Speaker, sir, were not farmers, but mere vendors who resold the inputs. Mr. Speaker, sir, that is why out of the 220,000 metric tons projected, the estimate was 88,000 metric tons. Mr. Speaker, sir, the mega farm project does not demand collateral when giving out these loans. This has reduced the farmers' commitment to repayment. Collectively, these challenges, Mr. Speaker, sir, affected production delivery and loan recovery, underscoring the need for stronger funding and oversight mechanisms in future seasons. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, sir, the Mega Farm Program under the DPP government and the very wise and dynamic leadership of Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, we undergo a comprehensive reform to enhance efficiency, transparency, and sustainability. The restructured program will serve as a catalyst for agricultural transformation, contributing significantly to economic growth, job creation, and food and nutrition security in full alignment with the Malawi 2063 vision. The program, as was the original thinking and spirit behind mega farms, will prioritize farmers with land holdings of 200 hectares and above, focusing on strategic crops and formalized offtake agreements to ensure market access and sustainability. In addition, government will also focus on supporting farmers in irrigation farming. Finally, Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to assure Malawians that all is not lost. All this money will be recovered whether one likes it or not. Mr. Speaker, sir, I request my colleagues on the other side to sit down, relax as they watch, experience, and discover in awe what it means and what it takes to run a government. And in particular, as they witness what all these programs, whether it be FISP, mega farms, or maize distribution, they would discover what these programs were meant to achieve. Mr. Speaker, sir, I thank you.
Thank you. Order. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Agriculture. Before I open the floor for questions, allow me to comment something. Indeed, it is sad. As Parliament, Honourable Minister, it is our duty to perform oversight. And when you need Parliament to assist you, we can have an ad hoc committee to look into this and help you with your investigation. Thank you. Honourable members, it's not time for debate, but questions in case you need clarity on the issues that were raised by the Minister of Agriculture. Point of order. Please, you'll say your constituency because we don't have the digital yet. So please, your name and your constituency before you raise your point of order.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Maybe before I raise a point of order, kindly take my congratulations for you assuming office as a Speaker of this House. Your Honor, Mr. Speaker, is it in order that the Minister of Agriculture, who has just taken a seat, to deliberately misinform the House and the country that those who were in this House last year passed a budget for those who are to benefit from FISIP at 528,000 beneficiaries and 20, and she went on to claim that they've budgeted around 1.1 million beneficiaries, when you were in this House and you are aware that last year we budgeted FISIP beneficiaries for 1.1 million. Is that, and you were the chair of Agriculture, Mr. Speaker, sir. Is it in order to misguide this House and to completely misguide this nation? Can we put this thing in order? Because this is the House of Record, and the records are straight and clear. We need to set the record clear as well. So I just wanted to put that on record to avoid misguiding this great nation as well as this House. Thank you, Your Honor, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you. Your constituency again, Honorable.
Your Honor, Right Honorable Speaker, this is Lilongwe Nyanja constituency. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Lilongwe Nyanja constituency. I see Government Whip. But before I give you Honorable Whip, let me rule on that point of order. Lilongwe Nyanja, to budget and to implement are two different things. You can budget for 1.1 million people and distribute to only 200,000. I think the minister was saying what was distributed. If you have contradicting figures, please bring them. You are welcome. Tell us that from the 1.1 that was budgeted for last year, how many was distributed? Bring your figures, because the minister is talking about figures. So I now recognize a point of order. I'll take the last point of order from Lilongwe Site Mloza.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker.
But Honorable Lilongwe Rosa, please, I had already recognized Government Whip. I'll give you after the Government Whip. Let me give Government Whip.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for recognizing the people of Nankaka constituency. Mine is a point of order. The honorable member who has just resumed his seat. Yes, on another point of order. Why not?
Government Whip, please address the chair. Order. Address the chair.
Speaker, is it?
Order.
Is it in order, Right Honorable Speaker, for the honorable member to reflect?
Order.
Speaker.
Order on my left. Government Whip.
Right Honorable Speaker, is it in order for the honorable member to reflect on the Speaker? That is the question.
Order. Honorable members. Lilongwe Nyanja, let me have order. Mzimba, let me have order. I did make a ruling on the first point of order, so this is a fresh point of order. Government Whip, are you raising a fresh point of order?
Yes, Honorable, it is a fresh point.
Please go ahead.
The point of order that I am raising, Right Honorable Speaker, is whether it is in order for the honorable member who has just resumed his seat to reflect on the Speaker. That is my point of order, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Honour members, let me say this on my left, both aisles. I will not entertain noise. I will not entertain childishness. Don't try me. I want seriousness in the House. Order. 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 Let me say this. Order. Let me say this. I was relaxed last week as being the first week. Do not take that as my weakness. I am here to do parliament business. I am not here to play games. So let us do business as matured, honorable members and respect the House. If you have a point of order, simply stand up, I'll recognize you. But talking while another honorable member is talking will not be entertained by me. Thank you. Mwanza Central. Your constituency, Honorable Salima.
Salima Central West.
Salima Central
West, a question.
You have a question?
Yeah.
Salima Central West.
To the minister.
And Deza Kasina.
Chair.
So in that order, I'll take 3 for now. Mwanza Central.
Thank you.
Salima Central West. And Deza Kasina. In that order, please proceed, Mwanza Central.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to find out from the minister if they are proceeding to use data available now for maize distribution, because there seem to be a lot of chaos. I'll cite a good example in my constituency. The Agriculture Department officers 2 days ago were in one of the centers to read out the names. But it looks like there's a lot of chaos, and I would probably suggest to the minister to look into the data, verify if the names are really those that are intended beneficiaries of the program, so that we avoid some of the issues that she raised. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Mwanza Central. Salima
Central West.
Salima Central West, 1 minute. I see the leader of the House standing.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, and good afternoon. For us to utilize the time today efficiently, I will allow the House to ask questions up to 3:30. Because thereafter, we'll move into another important ministerial statement. So let us manage the available time. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, leader. Well noted. Salima Central West, proceed.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving chance to people of Salima Central West to ask a question to the Honorable Minister of Agriculture out of her statement. Mr. Speaker, sir, it's a known fact that this country has not yet fully recovered from the weather-related shocks. And even in the midst of all those other farmers that got loans, along the way, they got affected by that. And passionately, you can even read from the minister's statement, identifying and accepting that many people got affected. I want to know if at all, in the midst of these related shocks, despite that there is a deadline for loan recovery, if there will be consideration to restructure that loan recovery period, considering that our farmers never chose to be in the situation where they are, but they got affected by what is unprecedented and what wouldn't have avoided because of the weather-related shocks. So I want to know from the minister if there will be a rescheduling and consideration that at least our farmers can be given a sort of relief as they consider repaying their loans. Thank you.
Thank you, Salima Central West. Dedza Kasina.
Thank you so much, Your Honor, Right Honorable Speaker, for recognizing people of the Zagasina to ask a question to the Minister of Agriculture. First, let me congratulate her for her appointment, but I have a few questions, free chair, which is going to the Minister of Agriculture. The first one I would have loved in her statement, which has just been shared now on a platform, if he shared with the House as to how they have distributed the beneficiary lists per district, per ADD, even per region, because there are so many unofficial documents flying around, which is showing some districts getting more numbers, even districts those which we know that they don't produce more maize. So I would appreciate if the Minister of Agriculture share with this House the beneficiary for each district or each ADD. And also in her statement, she mentioned of the fertilizer which was sold to farmers. I know some farmers were accessing fertilizer under commercial farming through Farmers Club, and with the coming in of FISIP, what would be the difference? Because now you're saying it would be the community or the chiefs now doing the sampling or doing the identification of the beneficiaries. How sure is it going the government going to ensure that those who benefited under Farmers Club, because I know most of Farmers Club, some of them got their fertilizer at 90,000, and some were yet to benefit from that. How are those clubs which were already formulated, but they haven't benefited? Some already benefited. How are we going to help them? And also, away from FISIP, because I had more questions, but because of the beneficiary per district, if we are shared, I'm going to ask more on that. But on the maize distribution, she mentioned that they are going to ensure, in her statement she mentioned one of the issues which affected as a country to have few harvests is because of El Nino weather. But it's surprising that during the MVAC report and the state of the disaster which was declared by His Excellency, most of the districts which were affected by El Nino were not included on the state of disaster. Dedza is one of them, and so many other districts, including almost no single district from the northern part of Nzimba and others. They are not on that list. Very lastly, on the Zambian maize, Mr. Speaker, sir. Very lastly, Mr. Speaker, on Zambian maize, I want to ask the Minister of Agriculture, having in mind that ministers of agriculture in this government loves Zambia when it comes to buying maize. Did we do due diligence when we are getting the maize from Zambia? Because even in Zambia, the Zambian government itself, they are buying maize from Tanzania. They are also getting help from other countries, including China. Even here in Malawi, they are getting maize. The ban which the ministry has issued that people shouldn't export maize, because much of maize from Malawi is also exported to Zambia. Did we do diligence to ensure that Zambia has enough maize? And also, when are we paying the Zambian maize the money? Because the papers, today's paper says we haven't paid for it, and our people in Dedza are dying of hunger.
Thank you. Honorable members, questions are to be not more than 2 minutes, and let's not debate. Let's go straight to the questions. Lilongwe Kasina, I let you go on. Leza Kasina, yes, You were more like debating, but I understand you. Please, let's stick to 2 minutes, straight to the questions, so that it's easier for the minister to pick up our questions. Honourable Minister, please respond to those before I take another set of questions.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Firstly, Mr. Speaker, sir, let me acknowledge your recommendation that there should be an ad hoc committee to look into issues of malpractice in the mega farms program. That is very welcome, and I hope both sides of the House will diligently look into this matter. It's very serious. Mr. Speaker, sir, there was a point, I don't know whether it was a question, but I think it was a request from Mwanza Central that there are discrepancies in the identification of names of beneficiaries for the maize distribution. I want to assure you, Honorable, that this will be looked into. In fact, there's a team that is going around from the ministry reviewing those names before DODMA gets to those centers. Mr. Speaker, sir, there was a request, and my sincere apologies, I did not record the name of the constituency.
Through you, Mr. Speaker.
Salima Central West.
Salima Central West, kwa Kombeza, kwa Maganjira, kwa Salima, kwa Galonga.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kwa Jotaika,
Salima Central West
Yesia
has suggested that we consider restructuring loan recovery in view of the shocks. I should say weather shocks. Mr. Speaker, sir, as I pointed out, the issue is not whether there was little, medium, or lots of harvest. The issue is these farmers are holding on to maize, or they side-sold maize that they were supposed to deliver to NFRA. So the point is not restructuring a loan. The point is that this maize should come to NFRA as per agreement under mega farms. Mr. Speaker, sir, the other point is that whoever took this fertilizer and sold it on the open market, they should bring back the money. Those that took these inputs in 2023-24, their time is up. It's way overdue. And soon, a lot of things will go wrong for them. Mr. Speaker, sir, those of 2024-25, they have up to end of December. What we are saying is, whatever you harvested is supposed to go to NFRA. Just deliver. They get the maize, give you your money, you pay back the loan. It's very simple and straightforward. So there's no question about loan restructuring. This is not a bank. Mr. Speaker, sir, there were some questions from Dedza Kasina. They want to know the beneficiary list per ADD, per district or region for maize distribution. This is very readily available. It's a very transparent process. And if need be, this can be distributed to members here. Mr. Speaker, sir, he also, the member for the Zagasina, asked what would be the relationship or way forward in terms of cooperatives versus individuals. Mr. Speaker, sir, what we are talking about here is a state of desperation. A lot of our smallholder farmers in our constituencies, and members of this House will agree with me, whether you are in a cooperative or not, they are suffering. They need this fertilizer. So the issue of cooperatives is a much more organized way of distributing inputs. But for now, we are dealing with those small households, and the criteria is very clear, and the communities know each other very well. So for now, we'll leave it at that. Mr. Speaker, sir, Kasina also asked why the state of disaster did not include other districts. Let me explain, Mr. Speaker, sir, because this question came from both sides of the House on many occasions. When declaring a state of disaster, the government is supposed to declare only those districts, and this is international standard, that are affected by 20%, or those districts whose beneficiaries or whose farming households affected are at 20% or above. In our case as a country, using the MVAC report, those 11 districts are the ones whose farming households reached 20% in terms of being affected by hunger. So we couldn't include all districts. That would not be acceptable by international standards, and the donors or our partners, whether it be our private sector, would have questioned why we are including other districts. But as stated by the President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, all districts will benefit. And I said it in my statement, 28 districts and 4 councils will be yes, 28 district councils, I should say, and 4 cities will benefit from the maize distribution. No district will be left. But for the sake of declaration, we had to use those that were 20% and above. Mr. Speaker, sir, there's a question of us as government buying maize from Zambia, and this is as to whether we had due diligence or not. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is not true, and I regret and advise that sometimes we should do our homework very well. Zambia has more than 1.8 million surplus in terms of 1.8 million metric tons surplus of maize. They have no reason whatsoever to import from Tanzania. Mr. Speaker, sir, the maize that we are importing from Zambia is arriving in this country at a cost of less than 45,000 kwacha per bag. What else would you look for in this time when our people are suffering? Mr. Speaker, sir, that is why President Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika advised and consequently warned those that are holding on to maize to release that maize. Because when we put maize on the market, zivuda. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Minister of Agriculture.
I want to supplement my question.
I think let me take questions first before I entertain point of orders.
No, I
see Honorable Lilongwe South, Piriranjuzi. Honorable Choro Tegerani. Honorable Mike, is it Mangochi Mangoji West. Let me take those three. I will recognize honour members in the next round. Let me take those three for now. Lilongwe Piriranjozi, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker, for granting me the floor. And firstly, I want to sincerely congratulate you, Right Honourable Speaker, for beating me in the elections. The last time I was beaten, Right Honourable Speaker, was some years ago, I think in Standard 1, when he had a fight over break under a big maula tree, and I didn't really get beaten because I think that fight ended in a draw. So you happen to be the first person to beat me, and I want to congratulate you most sincerely, Honourable Speaker. Now, coming to the statement by the Honourable Minister of Agriculture, it's a very comprehensive statement. Of course, as I was listening to it, it was heavily punctuated by political overtones and innuendos, which I thought were not really necessary, because a ministerial statement has to be above politics, because they're serving the whole nation, Honourable Speaker. Now, coming to the question, Mr. Speaker, I want to get a confirmation from her that according to the agreement with the mega farmers, the deadline for repayment is supposed to be December this year. And therefore, the threats that are in the statement are not really necessary up until the deadline elapses. And I must say here, agreeing with the minister, that everyone who borrowed from government on the mega farm project, they have to repay, because this is government money. It doesn't matter who they are. Even politically, it doesn't matter the connections. They have to repay. And the culture of borrowing from government without repaying, whether it's NIF, whether it's mega farm, it has to stop, because this is taxpayers' money. So everyone who borrowed has to repay. They have to pay back the money, or they have to give back the maize to NRFA. But I want to get a confirmation from her that the deadline is indeed December. Therefore, what it means is that as we're speaking now, no one is yet in default, because the deadline has yet to elapse. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to raise a question to the Honourable Minister regarding the relief maize that is being distributed across the country. We are very grateful to government for the relief maize that is being distributed. But I want to ask the Honourable Minister whether it's her ministry, or maybe Dodma, or whosoever is responsible in government, who is sending, for example, in my case, in my constituency, Lilongwe Pilanjus, the district governor for DBB came to my constituency and demanded $400 from my people to himself and other party cadres. I was wondering whether these are being sent by the government officials, because this is criminal and this is unacceptable, Honourable Speaker. This maize is meant for the destitute. It's meant for those that are stricken by hunger, and not some party cadres. I want to get an explanation from her, whether they're being sent by somebody in government. Otherwise, this is criminal and irregular. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Point of order, Cholo Central.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. In my other world, I'm the Director of Political Affairs in the party, and I take the accusation seriously. And your Right Honourable, I would like to have him give me evidence as Director of Political Affairs, so that that malpractice should not continue. So I am inviting evidence to the same, so that we take it up. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Honourable Lilongwe Pilanjuzi, for those kind words. Indeed, I was worried when I didn't see you here after the elections. I had to check on you through friends that, is he okay? But thank you so much. It was a good fight, and I appreciate your participation. Let me now recognize Cholo Tekerani. Point of order from Deputy Leader.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Being my maiden speech as Deputy Leader of the House, let me congratulate you first, and also all the Deputy Speakers. I would want to just remind the Chair that there was a point of order from Choro Centro, and you haven't ruled on that one, that Honorable Lilongwe Piranjus should bring evidence. And according to our standing orders, we needed that information by tomorrow. I submit. Speak.
Deputy Leader, indeed, I did not rule on that because the question was not to bring evidence to the House. I thought that two of them being brothers, they will pass on the information. Unless Choro Centro, you are demanding that the evidence should come to the House. And that's something else. I thought maybe you wanted, as a party, to be given that information.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Indeed, we talk, but if it pleases the House that the evidence should come here, then let it come. Otherwise, we want to make sure that we don't just insinuate, because what he's talking about is evil, and we can't allow that. So what we're saying is, let's deal with that once and for all. Sure, thank you.
Order, you want to say something?
Well, Mr. Speaker, I wanted to seek clarification in terms of what kind of evidence I should bring, because this issue, when it came to my constituency, the ADC, people reported to me that the governor is demanding $400, and I told them, never give them even a grain of maize, don't give them, because that's criminal. And then just 2 days ago, they told me again, the governor came and he has gotten $400 on a lorry. I reported this to the district commissioner, and nothing was done to intervene. So what kind of evidence should I bring in this case? Should I bring the ADC guys to testify in this House, or should I bring the district commissioner to testify in this House? So what kind of evidence should I bring in this case? Thank you.
Order. Let me rule on this. Honour members, as members of Parliament and as people that represent our people, we will not allow that kind of things to be going on, both whether it's DPP, MCP, or any party. And I am giving you two brothers until tomorrow. Please meet, share the evidence, and if Choro Centro you're not satisfied, bring it back tomorrow so that we can demand for the evidence to be presented here. I want this to be an example to others that want to do the same. This will go a long way to help our Minister of Agriculture as well, so that she has a good program. I think I've ruled on that. I'll wait for tomorrow. Honour members, let me now proceed with Choro Tegerat.
Thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker, sir, for granting this opportunity to the people of Choro Tegerani to ask the Minister of Agriculture a question. But before I do so, Right Honourable Speaker, sir, this is my first time to rise in this chamber, so it won't be good if I will not congratulate you and your two deputy speakers, sir. Congratulations to you. You remember I contested, and knowing that you are the right person to speakership, I considered before even announcement of the results, and even contributed a lot to you. Right Honourable Speaker, my brother, Honourable Mulanje Bare, people, maybe he hasn't gone home since that time, but I should pass this message to him through you, Honorable Speaker, sir, that people from Miseuforo, Biza, Sigawanjala, closer to Sandama, are very happy to see their son having this big position. So we are all happy with you all, the three who have taken the speakership in this chamber. Coming to my question, Honorable Speaker, I just want to find out from the Minister, adequate rain has started in Choro, Tegeran in particular. People are ready to start planting, but the issue of fertilizer is giving them headache. When are you starting supplying fertilizer, this subsidized fertilizer to the people of Choro, Tegeran in particular? My second question is on maize, the relief maize. Choro, Tegeran is experiencing and facing acute hunger. And right now, people are going to their beds without eating anything. You have started launching the distribution of relief maize to various areas. When are you coming to Choro, Tegeran in particular, and launch this distribution of relief maize? I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Cholo Tegerani. Mangochi West.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for according this opportunity to the people of Mangochi West to ask a question to the Minister responsible for Agriculture, Irrigation, and Water Development. Mr. Speaker, sir, my question is based on relief maize. I would like to bring to the attention of Honorable Minister that people from Mangochi West, more especially TA Nankumba, have got an identified population of 19,374 people of hunger, and they have been allocated 4,305 people to benefit from this relief maize. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, the people of Mangochi West is looking for an assurance from the Honorable Minister of what will happen to the remaining 15,000 population which are already identified. On the same, I understand that this maize will start being distributed in January, and yet people are having hunger, sleeping on empty stomach right now. Can the consideration be extended that if the distribution could start right now, not as planned in January? Thank you, the right Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Mangochi West. Honourable members, is 1532. Let me ask the Honourable Minister to keep those questions. You will respond immediately after we get back from health break. I now suspend the House for health break. We'll be back at 4 o'clock. House suspended.